Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I decided to play about with some kind of summery vibes, although we did throw in a bit of black in there, as I'm showing you guys right now, which is a black from Vanalisa. And I decided to do a little twist on there with some animal print. I filmed this video a little while ago, so I'm so sorry, but I do believe this set has been inspired by someone I saw on Instagram. I am so sorry, I cannot for the life of me remember. In case you guys kind of get a hint of where I might have got inspiration from this set, please leave it in the comments and I will make sure to go back and tag them. But I've completely forgotten. I do believe it has been inspired by someone. I think I did put a little twist on there of my own and kind of like did a little bit of a twist so it's a bit more me. But yeah, so I do apologize in advance if for not tagging. I cannot remember, I'm so sorry. So going to the video now, as you saw, I was showing you guys the blue and the green I'm using. The blue is from Cloud Beauty and the green is from Macart. And here I also quickly showed you that I'm going to use some white because I forgot to show you at the beginning. And as you can see, one of the nails I decided to fully paint in the blue, or like a bluey greeny, because it's kind of got like, no, I'm lying, it's completely blue. I don't know what I'm on about. But we've got one blue, we've got one white. We're gonna do one full green, and it's this really nice green. I would almost kind of classify it as almost like a, is it a pastel-y? Maybe not, but I quite like the color of that one. It's kind of like a juicy green, like a bright juicy green. And then I'm going ahead and doing one full nail of black. And I believe, because I filmed this a while ago, so I'm so sorry for voicing it so late. I completely lost it in my little drafts and I found it now. So I've already edited it. I just had to voice it and I completely forgot I even had it. So the last nail that I've got, I believe I'm going to do half white and half black. And I'm going to do that just because we're going to do an ombre. And we're going to do the ombre on the white base. And I've kind of... I really like doing ombres on a white background just because it feels like I don't have to do as many layers, which kind of means my nail is going to be less bulky that way, kind of. And I feel like with the white background, the colors are just like end up popping so much more than if I was to just ombre it on the clear. So that's why I like to do it, but I do feel like it's not really a necessary step. If you don't want to do it, you do not have to. You can still do such a beautiful ombre with just a clear background if you wish to do so. So here are now 2 layers of all the colors applied, and of course with my good fashion I'm gonna sugar a nail, and in today's set the lucky one is gonna be the green one. So I'm gonna sugar that nail and we're gonna make it look like a nice little sweet, a very juicy sweet. We're gonna sugar that nail and then we're gonna pop the whole set into the lamp. And then I believe we'll be able to start with our ombres. And one of the nails I decided to use some chrome, like a chrome effect on that one as well. So that's what the sugar nail is looking like. So the whole set can be popped into the lamp, and now we can work on our other nails. So here they are all nice and cured. And so the next step I decided to do will be to apply this like chrome effect I have on the blue nail in this set today. And to apply that, I use my little like makeup brush, I guess, to apply it. And here, I don't know if you can tell, but I did such a mess. It literally went everywhere, and it went on the other nails. So off camera I had to wipe them. So if the frame changes in a moment, that's probably why, because I just didn't think about it and it's just going everywhere. Oh my gosh, it went everywhere. But I know some people sometimes use like actual sponges to apply those things. I've seen on, I think TikTok maybe, I've seen people do that, which I thought was quite a cool idea. But yeah, so just going back to that chrome effect, actually, just so you know, it does, you don't need to cure it. It kind of gets attached to the tacky layer of your nail, which is really cool. So don't worry about curing that. So now it's time for the ombre. I'm using my brush, my sponge, and those are the sponge I was talking about. I've seen people use those exact sponges to apply like chromes onto nails, which is a cool idea, I guess. And as you can see, I applied the green and the blue on my sponge. I dabbed it on the nail and I'm sprinkling some clear acrylic on top of it. And then I am going ahead and curing the nail. And I'm going to repeat this process until I'm happy with the ombre. So the first layer is always very see-through, but the second layer is going to be so much more opaque. So with this nail here, as you can see, I went over but I'm just going to use a lint-free wipe and a nail cleaner, and I'm just going to wipe away any of that ombre that I applied on that black part. So I'm going to repeat this process. I think I did it about 2 or 3 times, but here I'm showing you guys the second, and as you can see, it's already starting to become so much more opaque and a bit more like an ombre, which is nice. And so I believe I only showed you guys the twice. I think I did do it a 3rd or a 4th time, nothing more than 4 times, and I'm gonna come back to you guys essentially with it being done after I show you guys this one, of course. So there we go, and I do wipe it off, which is nice, so we don't have to like faff about later. I guess what you could have done is do a full nail ombre and then just go over the ombre with a black if you wanted to. I guess that would work too, because the black is obviously more darker, so it would have covered up the ombre a bit if that's what you wanted to do, but I went the other way. So now I am happy, and I am wiping away any tacky layer that's essentially left, because we are about to stamp on those nails. I always mention this, but just in case, I see some people matte top coating before stamping. If that works for you, go ahead. I like to just wipe mine. And here is my stamping plate that I use, and I use some Born Pretty black stamping polish, and I use my clear jelly stamper and also my clear jelly stamper like scraper. So we're gonna do one full nail of that animal print, and that's gonna be that full ombre nail essentially. So because the image itself is too short, I have to like double stamp it. So you're going to see how I do that. So I stamp my first one down, and then the second one I'm going to kind of apply the polish halfway kind of on the stamping plate, and you kind of have to pick an area that would kind of match to your design that you've already got, so that it doesn't look like a harsh line where you can tell that it was double stamped essentially. It almost becomes an art at this point. You're trying to make it work, but this is what it's looking like. So obviously you might kind of know where I did it because you just watched me doing it, but if from far, if you never watched this video, you would probably never know where that it was like a double stamp. At least that's what I tell myself. So that's what one nail is looking like. We're gonna do the animal print as well on that half ombre nail. And with stamping, I do like to leave it to kind of set before I do any top coats, because you've probably seen a few videos of mine, if you watch me, where it's smudged, especially with black. So I do like to just leave it, let it set, maybe a minute, 2, maybe even 5 sometimes, just really let it set well. Oh, here, after curing, for some reason the black just started to wrinkle, but not to worry, you could have redone the nail, but that nail is going to have a lot of crystals, and we're going to matte top coat it. So actually later on in the video you will not be able to see that it's got all wrinkly and didn't cure. But obviously if you're doing this on the client, of course you have to redo the nail. Of course, for the purpose of today's video, I'm just showing you guys a nail design, so it doesn't matter what happens because no one's going to wear them. Everything is fine. So I'm just showing you guys the nail design. Of course, same thing would happen if you're doing press-ons. It's like, don't send them with an uncured, because essentially that gel polish is uncured underneath there. So I put what am I even trying to say? Basically, I've applied too much gel polish which didn't cure properly under the lamp, which is what happens. So underneath that gel polish there's uncured gel, which is no good. So here I'm applying the matte top coat on all of those 3 nails, excluding, well, all 3 nails, and the one nail that isn't matte top coated is that blue nail, because I decided that I wanted it nice and glossy, so I did a glossy top coat on that one. So this is what they're looking like before it being cured, and here's what it's looking like now. As you see, when I applied the matte top coat, you can't tell as much anymore on that fully black nail that there is anything that isn't fully cured, which is nice. And here is my Glitter Bells Unbelievable Gel, and I have this beautiful like rose gold kind of gel, and I felt like it's so sparkly, and they cure with a tag-free layer, which is absolutely amazing for this kind of design, I guess, because I want everything around it to be matte, but I want that bit to be sparkly and glossy, which is nice. So I'm just picking up a dotting tool, I'm picking up the gel polish, and I'm just applying it in the middle of those animal print, and that's kind of it for those nails. I feel like it has given it so much more of a character, and I like the play on matte and glossy in one set. So because we decided to leave the blue nail glossy, it kind of fits in quite nicely with the rest of the ombre nails, although they are matte, because we have the Unbelievable Gel still glossy, it fits in quite nicely with the rest of the set, I think. Personally, I could be wrong, you might think different, but I feel like it fits in so nicely, and I love sparkles so much. If you know me in person, I am a bling obsessed person. I literally, you could probably see me from a mile away with just some random bling I've just put on, because I just love when things are shiny, like rings, bracelets, necklaces, like, oh. And when I say bling, I don't mean it to be expensive, just anything that sparkles, I am obsessed. Like, I'll go into a shoe store and they might have some sandals or some shoes with crystals on there that just sparkle, and I need to have them. Like, it's just a me, I think. It's just a me thing. Let me know if you guys like sparkle things. I'd love to see if anyone else has a problem like me. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up this ombre nail now as well, and then once we finish that one, we're going to be able to cure it, and then the very last step, as usual, is going to be blinging out the nails with some proper crystals. So with the half ombre and half black nail, I decided to cover up that harsh line with some crystals, and I decided to whip out a heart crystal, which I thought was so cute on that nail. And then for the fully black nail, I decided to do just the standard swoosh kind of effect, where we just place I often like to just place something like a charm in the middle, and then just do some crystals going away from it to each corner. So yeah, so in this set, to kind of tie in some of the colors we've used, I decided to pick up like a blue bow, and then the rest of them are going to be AB crystals, but you'll see that in just a second once I am finally done faffing about with this nail. There we go, all nice and done. So now we're going to do the crystals on the half ombre and half black nail. So I'm just applying some Macarte transfer, I am applying Macarte rhinestone glue gel, not transfer gel. Here is the little heart I have, so I'm just going to place it in the middle, and then I'm going to follow from each side with some AB crystals that are all the same size. You could do a little play on there, where you maybe do a bigger crystals closer to the heart, and the further away you get, the smaller the crystal you use. You could do that. I decided to be, you could say, lazy and just do it all in one size, which also looks very nice, but it could look even nicer if you did it maybe the other way. Who knows? So I'm just going to do that one, and then in a moment I'll show you guys the swoosh we're going to do on the full black nail. So I got one of those containers here where they're so nice. I highly recommend. I got mine from AliExpress, I think, for God knows how much now, but nothing crazy. They're so nice for crystals when you shake them up and they fall into those lines and they're upright. It's so nice, so nice. Because the amount of time I spend, hours and hours, trying to just get the crystals to just stand up straight so I can pick them up. So much time. Anyways, here is the bow on the right hand side that I've decided to use in today's set. I feel like the colour matches so nicely with the blue nail we have on the right hand side on my little stand. So I'm going to place it, and I'm just going to mess about with the different AB sizes I've got there, and just kind of start off with a big chunk from the middle of where the bow is, and then the further away I get, the smaller crystals I'm going to use and the less crystals I'm going to use. I don't know how much of this I've shown, whether it's all of it or not. I feel like sometimes they can be quite time consuming, and like there's a lot of faffing about and a lot of me just trying to find the correct crystals, so sometimes I chop it up a bit. So I'm not sure if you're going to see the full thing, but we shall see, I guess. But I think in today's video, I must say, I think I like the ombre nails the most, with the animal print and the sparkly like insides. I think that one is got to be my all-time favorite, and I must say I love this set so much that I might try and recreate it in different colors. Let me know if you'd want to see that. I might just not do it for a YouTube video, just for my own sake, because I really like it so much, and I'd love to see what it looks like, or even recreate on a real press-on nail, like sizes and shapes and stuff. I feel like that could be a quite nice video, but like different colors maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'll see what I end up doing. But we're almost coming to the end of the video. Let me know if you liked it. I do end up chopping it in just a minute, and you will see the final result in now. So this is the final set. I hope you guys liked it. If you do end up recreating it, please tag me. I'd love to see it, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.